Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Heroes of Newerth World Cup. Today we are still in the quarterfinals between the teams of Cats, which is Muscle Guyz, as well as FnaticMSI. Now, FnaticMSI is widely regarded as one of the top two teams of the world. They did come in second place at the DreamHack Summer 2010 listings, and that is a really extravagant land. So today we will be following their progress. I am HoN, FourCourtJester Delaney, and once again joining me will be Matt, Insane Rabbi.
Insane Rabbi.
Yeah, the Insane Rabbi. You are insane. 11 from Cybernetics TV. Hello.
Yeah, I'm crazy. What can I say? We do have a pretty good set of teams here. We do have Cats, as you said, Muscle Guyz versus MSI. Take you through the bans and picks real fast. MSI with first pick, first ban. They banned in order Witchslayer, Thunder, and Hellbringer. We have Cats banning Repulsor, Tundra, and Soul Stealer. As for the picks, we have Bubbles being first picked, then answered with a Pharaoh Voodoo, then an Androglacius for MSI, Forsaken Archer Hammer for Cats, then Gladiator Madman for MSI, last pick Kronos for Team Cats. So, interesting hero picks, interesting lineup. Gladiator, up until this point in the tournament, we haven't seen a whole lot from him. MSI is kind of known to use him in certain situations. In this case, electing to pick him up. We'll see how he fares against the two-player Voodoo Jester and Kronos lane here on bottom.
It will be a tri-lane against a duo, but it does look like that the Voodoo Jester is going to go do a little bit of warding, keep some sight here on this river, but this is something that really you don't see that often. Cats is running a dual lane in the mid in response to the tri-lane down south, so they're very afraid of No-Tail, and No-Tail definitely does his work very well in the mid. Solo mid capacity is how he likes to work, and they're going to be putting up two heroes against him, try to keep down as farm as much as possible. Up top, we do have Pharaoh against Madman in the solos, and it's really going to come down to how MSI plays this bottom lane.
Absolutely. And on top of that, No-Tail here in mid. Oh, great fake stun there by Hammer. Unfortunately, No-Tail did not bite. Andrew on bottom, and Glacius doing some work against this Voodoo Jester. There's not a whole lot you can do in this tri lane. Nevertheless, what I was going to talk about is an advanced mechanic we're going to see here coming out from No-Tail. In a situation like this, both heroes that he's playing against have projectile stuns and or disables. So the take cover basically is going to be able to negate action on bottom. We do see Andromeda charging in there, getting the kill on Voodoo Jester. Glacius coming out. Kronos trying to turn it around, though. I don't know if he's going to get Andromeda. He is, and we're going to see Glacius coming out with another ice and maybe another Pitfall. No, he does not have the mana for that. Back to here. When Hammer throws a stun out, Bubbles can press E, and actually going here on Forsaken Archer needs to be a little bit careful. And as soon as the Hammer comes, oh, see? He baited the Hammer, and he went E. And, oh, man, this is going to be so funky to watch in mid lane. It's going to be awesome. Take cover, when he presses E, puts him completely out of the game for 0.75 seconds. If Hammer throws his stun, and you press E after Hammer's stun is in the air, you will actually dodge the stun, you will not be stunned, you will not take damage. With Forsaken Archer as well, it's just, oh, it's going to be so awesome, because Forsaken's going to throw the volley in the air, and then Bubbles can press E and take cover again. And look at this, Hammer stunning here on top. Madman, not enough mana to get away. This is not looking good. Pharaoh and Hammer trying to tower dive here. Tower doing a lot of damage, though, to that Pharaoh, along with the creeps. Hammer does get the kill. And Hammer's going to be able to sit in that lane for quite some time. So, good kill on top. And look at this. Voodoo Jester going down again on bottom. Yes, Pitfall does finish up the kill. Kronos being forced to blow his blink to get away. Jeez, action all over. And I can't... Look at that. E in mid. Wow, action all over the place. MSI just playing phenomenal kind of everywhere they can. And look at this. Forsaken Archer actually backing that Bubbles off. No-Tail needs to be a little bit careful here. Pressing E again to dodge the stun. You know you're a good Bubbles player when you're disjoining left and right.
Well, as we said, MSI is widely regarded as one of the top 2 teams of the world with their spectacular finish at the DreamHack. Now, they did also place very well at the DreamHack Winter Tournament, which is going on during the HoN World Cup, which is probably, this game was recorded a little bit before that, a few weeks before the World Cup, a few weeks before the DreamHack. But, I mean, anywhere these guys go, FnaticMSI is well known to almost everyone at that point. A good gank coming here into the mid before Forsaken Archer taking a lot of damage. HHH is going to get the it's going to grab the kill on Glacius as a little bit of a revenge, but you know, insane damage popping out of MSI. Bot was the one that picked up that kill, and right now Pharaoh up top is entertaining Fresh Pro. Now Fresh Pro on a Madman, he did become sort of signature-esque with that kind of hero combination, and No Tail on this Bubbles right now. I mean, he's just playing absolutely extremely well, even fending off the Hammerstorm there in the mid.
Right now, some people might be wondering, hey, the Hammer stunned Andromeda there, even though Bubbles take covered it. What happened? Well, when you take cover, the direct impact on yourself as Bubbles is negated. But because it is not only it's a single target stun with an area of effect aspect to it. So the area of effect will go through, meaning Andromeda, who is right next to Bubbles, still will be stunned, but Bubbles will not take the damage. Bubbles will not take the stun. And that's basically how it's going to play out. So quick clarification there, because some people may be wondering. Nevertheless, we do see FourCourtJester throwing the stun out. Kronos and Hammer actually rotating at the bottom here. Gladiator taking a lot of damage. Kronos going forward. They're trying to do some work. Negative Mojo going off. And look at that. Great pitfall there by Gladiator, although he's taking a lot of damage. I don't think he's going to die, and instead he'll be able to pop his flask. He needs to drop that Beast Heart. Drop the Beast Heart. I hate that. Jester, why don't you go ahead and cover why you need to drop the Beast Heart in a situation like that?
I have no idea.
Oh, man. This is why I'm here for the extreme analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Basically, he was sitting at 200 of 900 health. So he went ahead and he used his flask. He's going to sit at 600 of 900 health. 200 of 900 health. If you drop your Beast Heart, you drop to 650 HP. Given you'll drop to like 150 because it has to keep the ratio the same. Then you pop your flask. Now you're back up to 550 of 650. Pick up your Beast Heart. Yet again, keeps the ratio the same. Action mid, though. It does look as though Bubbles is being chased by the Hammer. He's going to be backed off. So you keep the ratio the same. And when you put the Beast Heart back up and you go back up to 900, you'll end up at around 800, 775. Look at this, stun's going out on a FourCourtJester, though, on bottom. He's going to go down. Great job. Great tower dive there by Andromeda. And Gladiator and Glacius picking up the kill on the babysitting FourCourtJester. So, back to the point. For those of you that don't understand how it works, basically, you'll heal 550, 600 HP as opposed to the standard 400 HP by dropping your health items. It works the same with changing your Steam Boots from health to agility when you bottle up. That way, oh wow, Gladiator taking some tower damage right there. That way you get more health and more mana because you're on, just it always has to keep the ratio the same. So you switch to Agi, so you have the least amount of mana, least amount of health, blow your health and mana regen, and then switch back to strength or int, whatever you'd prefer, and you'll end up with more mana comparatively or more health comparatively than you would have if you just left it on your strength or intelligence Steam Boots.
See, now, why would I have been able to say that nearly as awesomely as you did? So thank you for that analysis. But a little bit about the Gladiator right now. We're 7.5 minutes into the game. As I do take a quick look mid, Andromeda is going to get ultimated upon by HHH there, and he goes down. No problem. Shantropa actually the one picking up that kill. But Andromeda is a very squishy hero right now. Level 3 with 500 hit points. So she's going to be dying extraordinarily quick, especially against a mid hero such as Forsaken Archer. Now, the Gladiator, I mean, as I said, 7.5 minutes into this game, he actually had this a little bit before that, but he's already finished up a Helm of the Black Legion. So he took a little bit of tower damage. I don't think he actually cared, and is really not going to care as FourCourtJester goes down yet again to this Trixie combination. Right now, Trixie on the Gladiator, it is one of his defining roles as he plays this class extremely well.
And it's not just that he plays it well, it's that his team plays around it well. They know how to initiate. And look at this. I don't think he has enough mana for another Pitfall. He will soon, though. And Andromeda faking the tower dive, now needing to get out. Kronos coming in, though. There comes the ice from Glacius, and the stun comes out, but Gladiator's going to come in and do some work. I don't think you're going to kill that Andromeda with 2 melees against a Glacius who has slow. Yeah, a bit of an overplay there. Eating a lot of damage was Kronos and Hammer. That was somewhat unnecessary. Um, oh man, it's just it's just so good to watch MSI play Gladiator. I love watching them play Gladiator. They play it so well. Gladiator, he can't really initiate by himself. He kind of can, but as long as he gets someone to initiate with him, his effectiveness becomes exponentially stronger. Action mid, sorry, didn't commentate on that. It was just Andro stun, Aurora, Bubbles blinking in, doing work, FA going down,
Pretty
and
much. That's the entire
yeah,
story. That
yeah,
is the
that
entire story. I mean, it was a tower dive, but it was well timed, it was well coordinated, and it looks like right now a little bit of retribution going to be going down here on the Glacius. We do have Scorp. He's not going to be blowing hammer mode because he is not level 6, so he doesn't have that god mode. Level 3 Voodoo Jester, he's just died so many times. He can only do so much. He will end up getting the kill there. Guess who? But, you know, right, it really should have gone to the Kronos. In retrospect, though, Kronos did die, so maybe it was a good idea, but so did Voodoo Jester, so whatever is that good. Look at this flagellation. The crit whip on Trixie is able to grab the kill there on Scorp, and right now, this is the reason why MSI plays so extremely strong. They come out of the gate blazing, so to speak.
action top as well. It looked as though Pharaoh picked up the kill on Madman. I wasn't even watching that. The reason we really didn't catch that is we don't expect a Madman to die. Madman has a very easy escape mechanism, and Pharaoh has no real way to stop that. So, kind of interesting that Pharaoh picks up the kill right there. I didn't see exactly what happened, but Fresh Pro, you know, he obviously overextended himself, and you can't do that when you are the solo carry for your team.
Nope, definitely not a good idea to do that. As the solo carry, the responsibility is yours. I mean, look at middle right now. Forsaken Archer, she's not exactly been solo this whole time. She is going to go down, but every kill you can land on a leveled up hero is just going to be putting them exponentially into the grave. The barrel roll coming out onto Hammerstorm, and he's going to run right into Bubbles as Bubbles pops, No Tail pops that Song of the Sea. I mean, Fresh Pro coming down there. He was just barreling down and was able to combo down that Hammerstorm. So right now, I mean, the levels are a little skewed for the teams. We got level 9s coming out as the tops, but only right now 8 for Trixie, although 5-0 is an impressive score 11 minutes into the game.
And also to note, oh, here we go, ports on bottom. Gladiator, there's 3 heroes here trying to kill him, and you know what? There comes the ult from Pharaoh. He's not going to mummy wall him yet. Now he will, because Voodoo's right there. Kronos get him from outside. Nice pitfall, nice ult, and he's going to pick off Voodoo Jester and literally run away. Like, you tried to 3-gank Gladiator, and he laughed in your face. This is absurd. Look at the mummy wall actually pushing Gladiator out, and now Gladiator going to hit an easy pitfall. Glacius coming in. They're going to turn this around. Glacius, nice ult. Good ult from Kronos, though, trying to take out bot, playing that Glacius. Bubbles porting in, doing some work. Glacius going to be able to get out just fine. The question is Pharaoh going to die as well? He does get healed. Pitfall goes out, though, and it's just a bit too late. Gladiator, 1500 HP. His ultimate negates some damage, and he's just buff. He's got damage negation from Helm of the Black Legion, Bubbles orbing in, Pitfall going off. This is absurd. Bubbles hitting the stun, knowing that how well Pitfall works. I mean, I don't think I've seen Trixie only hit one person with a Pitfall yet. The only Pitfall he's missed was on Pharaoh on bottom, which that's basically an impossible Pitfall to hit as long as Pharaoh knows it's coming. Other than that, every single Pitfall, absolutely fantastic. And Gladiator is just destroying them. He's got, like we said, 1500 HP, damage negation, great health regeneration, and on top of that, the power supply is giving him back health and mana every time he casts a spell near him. Oh, Gladiator, MSI, just all sorts of awesomeness all around.
He's definitely taken a very decisive lead. I mean, we're at 12 minutes, going on 13. His flagellation is definitely one of the big tools that he uses to wear down his opponents. I mean, after he gets it up to level 4, like it is right now, it's a 60 bonus damage, and that's a ranged attack on I think it's a 1,000 1,000, yeah, 500 AoE, but that's a radius. So it's actually 1,000 from him. Up top, Forsaken Archer was gangbanged, and she went down. And this top tower about to be joining him. Bot finally going to be paying the price. Glacius, well, 137, but he was more of a distraction here in the mid as MSI tries to do work on this top tower. Now, right now, Cats, they're very defensive. 717 is the score, and they're kind of really in the pits here. 7,000 experience, 8,000 gold in favor of MSI, and they are fearing this Trixie right now. He has 8 of the 17 kills against them. That's nearly one half right there.
And he's working on his Assassin Shroud. I'll explain how that's going to work later in the game if he gets it. But yeah, this game is so in favor of MSI right now. That Gladiator tri-lane just doing so well. And on top of that, here we go. Swap stun onto Pharaoh. Everybody coming in doing work. And nice hammer stun coming out. Along with FA, the ult kind of missed there, though. Bubbles will be able to get away most likely here. Maybe not with that negative mojo on him, though. Needs to be careful. He does not have another... Yeah, take cover. As soon as that mojo went on him, he went from, yeah, I'm going to get out to, oh, I'm not getting out. Glacius, 32 seconds on the port. Not going to be able to do a whole lot. Might be able to take out Hammer. Nope, not going to. Nice try. Yeah, that's really what Cats needs to do. They need to come back. They need to pick off supports. They need to pick off who they can. No Tail, not even necessarily a support. He is going to be playing an early farming, somewhat carry-oriented Bubbles. And he can really use that early farm effectively. So it's good to see Bubbles. He was doing really good at 3-0. Now, obviously, 3-1. But it's not that much of a difference. This Gladiator on bottom, though... Ugh. I can't say enough positive things about Trixie playing that Gladiator. I mean, look, he can farm all the way at their second tower, and he's not even worried about getting ganked. Pharaoh's over here. He's going to do, whatever. Here comes the ult. Here comes the pitfall. Oh, the ult's not coming out. Excuse me. I thought the ult would have come because there are 3 players coming in for Cats. There's the ult. Damage negation. It's going to go off. And Kronos having to blow his ult, but it's not. Look at what little damage Gladiator's taking. Another pitfall goes out. He finally dies. Bubbles able to initiate in. And this is absurd.
One for 3 exchange with a possibility, well, it's a certainty at this point, of another kill added to that.
Well, Gladiator lost his 10-0 kill streak. How dare you, Gladiator? You're obviously not that good anymore. I can't keep raving about how amazing your play is. But that's kind of why, Gladiator sits there and plays Steam Boots, plays Helm of the Black Legion, gets that power supply. You want the beefiness where if they do focus everything on you and happen to kill you, you're still going to get your pitfalls off, you're still going to get your ult off, you're still going to hit a couple flagellations. And, the rest of your team's going to clean up. So best case scenario for the opposing team, they kill you, and then, you clean up 4-1, 5-1, somewhere along those lines. Oh God, it's awful. It's so awful to watch Cats be in the position that they're in. So barrel roll coming out, and every time I see Bubbles disjoint a hammer stun, it makes me giggle inside. And look at this, No Tail manning up, going in against 3 enemy heroes, 4 enemy heroes even. But knowing Gladiator's there, we see the pitfall. It is going to hit QFT. And Forsaken Archer does end up getting caught a little bit right there. And nice ult coming out from everyone, but it's it's just not enough. This Trixie is so buff.
He has finished 2 of his 3 components for that Assassin Shroud. If this game is going to go that long, basically it's going to be now a big map control for him, as well as extra damage on that flagellation. The Assassin Shroud, I mean, you did want to allude a little bit to it. You might as well while we have a little bit of a lull here, sir.
All right, so when flagellation hits, it does what's known as true damage. It cannot be negated with armor. It's the only type of damage that can be that cannot be negated really by anything, except, I believe, Armadon's rear, which is like any damage whatsoever negation. So I believe Armadon has the only way to negate it, but that's irrelevant to this anything anyway. So 100% true damage of his hit. All right, flagellation also adds 60 damage. So we're looking at 220 to 230 damage right now. Well, when you come out of Invis from Assassin Shroud, it adds 125 damage to your hit. So you go Invis, You come out with 125 added to the 230, so you're looking at 450 pure damage in an area of effect in one hit. Name any nuke that does 450 damage after reduction in a huge area of effect instantly. And I'll tell you, it's Bombardier's ult at level 16. Gladiator is going to be able to do this at level 11, and he has Invis as an escape mechanism and or ganking mechanism. So here we go. Here's the Invis. He does have it, and 319. That's odd. Oh, his
It
damage
doesn't
was
crit.
higher when he was near Andromeda.
And he
No, it
doesn't
was
have the
the
rift shards yet, so.
right. Well, now that's why you get Rift Shards. Is if you can crit coming out of the Invis, it's absurdly huge damage. We're talking like 1,000 pure AoE damage. Bubbles going in onto Voodoo, onto Hammer, and a bunch of other people. Hammer throwing the stun, missing again. Chronos coming in with the ult. Does get ice though. Guyz throwing the ult and just MSI cleaning up. There's just not a whole lot you can do right here.
This is why they are widely regarded as one of the top two teams. 25-11, it's not even 20 minutes in. I mean, we're just past the concede range at 19 minutes, and, well, okay, that's not a concede, that's a pause. Never mind. I was going to say, well, there's the concede right there.
I was
But
say, I think that might be a misclick. I think they want to concede.
Fair enough. They could have paused and then conceded. But right now, I mean, look what MSI is doing. They're keeping cats in their base. There's no map control coming out. There's no towers up. I mean, such a massive gold lead, even ignoring the experience at this point. It's just such a massive gold lead. Pharaoh in his tower cannot take down these guys. And now even Chronos coming in is just not going to be enough. He's just going to get so far down. And two more deaths right there. 3 out of 5 for the concede. This could be it right here, sir.
Yeah, I mean, Gladiator's just doing so much damage. Look, he's going to invis in, and he's looking for like a Voodoo. Boom! Voodoo taking so much damage. One more auto attack is going to do it. Nope, Gladiator guessed incorrectly. And is he going to find the Voodoo Jester? There it is. And now Forsaken Archer trying to do some work. Not going to happen. Look at this. Look at this teamwork. Bubbles getting out of there. Glacius icing. Just the way they move around. Look, they genocided the opponents. Like, from all being at 20 HP.
Yep.
It's absurd. MSI's teamwork, unbelievable. Wow. Just great play coming out from MSI all game.
Well, they're going to take game number 1 here of the Cats versus MSI quarterfinals of the winners bracket here of the Heroes of Newerth World Cup. And I mean, that is going to force a game number 2. So.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning into this, and we should have game 2 coming up next. So I believe there are 2 more quarterfinal matches to cast for us. We're going to go ahead. We're going to get those things rolling here real soon. So please tune in again to Cybernetics TV for total esports coverage.